Tonight on Phoenix 14 News, Aldasari's plan, the materials a Texas student planned to use to create an explosive device are used for educational purposes right here at Elon.
How driving students and faculty crazy in West area. What is causing this distraction and when it will stop?
Life without Facebook, an Elon student is living it. Why she decided to stay unconnected in a digitally connected age, and how these social networks can be used for networking.
Phoenix 14 is live across campus tonight, covering the stories that matter to you. I'm Jasmine Spencer.
And I'm Mallory Lane. Phoenix 14 News starts right now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Watch out for wild weather tonight. The wind advisory just expired at the top of 6 o'clock hour, and the gusts are up to 45 miles per hour can still blow through our area tonight.
Here at Elon, we are still in a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. The National Weather Service warns people and especially drivers to take extra caution. Winds of this speed could knock down tree branches and pick up light objects.
Elon student Taylor Zachary was arrested Thursday after Burlington police searched his apartment for drugs. This is a story you'll find only on 14.
Police found more than 4 pounds of marijuana in his apartment and sent Elon campus and town police officers to campus to talk with him.
That's where our story begins tonight, and that's where Nick Auctioner is live. Nick?
Mallory and Jasmine, Elon student Taylor Zachary was sitting in a classroom just like this one when police came to his room to question him about marijuana that they found sitting in his apartment. According to police, Zachary was uncooperative, and that's what led them to take him away in handcuffs. Chief of Police Chuck Gantos and his officers don't usually arrest students in class.
Sometimes those are students.
Now, we reached out to Zachary to get his version of Thursday's arrest, but he declined to comment. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates on the web at our website, phoenix14news.wordpress.com, throughout the week. Jasmine?
A handicapped student goes to park but finds unlikely people breaking the law right here on campus. University vehicles, including the Elon campus police cars, have been spotted in handicapped spaces. Jeff Ackerman has the story of one student frustrated with her parking situation. Jeff?
Thanks, Jasmine. Jess McDonald broke her foot and got a handicapped parking pass to use around campus. But when she tried to park in spots reserved for handicapped students, she found other cars there instead. These days, it's hard for junior Jess McDonald to get around. She broke her foot.
It better never happen again, yes.
It's important to point out that Castor also has some support from university officials. She was directed to Brooke Barnett, who helps promote diversity awareness on campus. Castor says Barnett has assured her the problem won't continue, and she even has the support of Smith Jackson. Stay with Phoenix 14 for more on whether the situation has improved. Jasmine?
Here's what we're following in the Crime Watch tonight. Former Elon student Jordan McMahon pled guilty to 1 count of felony possession of marijuana last week. Court documents show that McMahon is sentenced to 18 months of supervised probation and 150 hours of community service. McMahon was arrested last March by Town of Elon police during a drug investigation. At the time of his arrest, McMahon was also charged with 2 other charges, but those were dropped as a part of his plea deal.
An Elon student is facing vandalism charges after she was caught with a spray can. Campus police arrested freshman Catherine Applebaum early Saturday. Another student, Peter Gallagher, was given a citation in connection with the vandalism. Captain Vicki Molman says he was not arrested, but he will go to court to determine the amount of the citation. Campus Police Chief Chuck Gantos says they are still investigating profanity and pornographic images spray painted on campus 2 weeks ago.
Local ties to the Texas student charged with attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction. Khalid Aldasari ordered chemicals from Burlington-based South Carolina Biomedical Supply Company. The day after shipping Aldasari's order, CBS employees noticed something concerning about the order and had it canceled. Carolina Biological CEO Jim Parrish told Phoenix 14 News he is glad his company was able to notice the signs.
This could have been a real tragedy, so the FBI has been just tremendous in sorting all this stuff out, and I'm proud of our employees who saw something suspicious happening and raised it, and we were able to report it to the FBI.
In his first court appearance Friday, Aldasari says he will plead not guilty. His next court appearance is in 2 weeks.
A college student in Lubbock, Texas is charged with attempting to use improvised explosives.
David Hodges is here to tell us more about what the FBI says he's trying to do.
Khalid Aldasari was caught on a tip from Carolina Biological right here in Burlington. The FBI says he tried to order phenol, a chemical used to make picric acid, and a compound closely related to TNT. I talked to an Elon chemistry professor who told me the ingredients are easy to find, and you'd be surprised at how simple it is to build a bomb.
It's really dangerous stuff. What is your mindset?
Now, while the ingredients are fairly common, if someone other than a professor or chemist orders them, it sets off red flags, and that's what led authorities to Aldasari. At one time, actually, Elon had TMP. In 1987, Dr. Grimley was taking inventory of the science department and found a jar of picric acid. He says they carefully moved the jar out of the building and took it to a clear location and shot the jar to dispose of it. And as you can tell by the video behind me, it's something that other schools have had to do before too. So to Dr. Grimley, TMP poses enough a threat to students that it's not worth having around, and obviously it's something you don't want in the hands of the wrong person. Mallory?
Bedbugs are gone after a short stay at Elon. The affected suite was in Maynard, according to a student living there. The suite was treated Friday to remove the critters. Bedbugs do not transmit human diseases like mosquitoes do, but they do bite. If you've been bitten by one, go to the health center for an evaluation and report it to your residential area office. No other cases have been reported at this time.
Students living in the Crest apartments will have new landlords. According to Residence Life, the university is renting the off-campus apartments. The apartments are now considered on-campus housing and will be used to ensure there is adequate housing for freshmen and sophomores when North area construction begins. Res Life says they are still trying to determine the cost of rent for their apartments and how current renters hoping to squat their space will be handled. The BioBus does stop at these apartments and will continue to do so next year. Coming up on Phoenix 14 News tonight, shaking classrooms and disruption in dorms, how construction on the new town center is affecting all of campus. Plus, we'll tell you when it's going to stop.
Do you want to eat healthy on campus? We'll show you how to stack your plate in the dining hall.
Deployed to Afghanistan, we'll hear from one Elon grad as he gets ready to move out.
Just to give you a weather update, the thunderstorm watch that we reported about at the top of the show has now been converted to a warning up until 6:45 p.m.
That means that severe thunderstorms have been reported on campus.
And filling up your tank is emptying your wallet more these days. The price of gas across the area is more than $3.30 for a gallon of regular. That's a 19-cent increase from this time last week.
Nationally, gas is highest in California, according to GasBuddy.com, at more than $3.60. The last time gas has been this high was back in 2008. With gas prices skyrocketing, Phoenix 14 is here to help you keep money in your pocket when you put gas in your tank. The cheapest gas prices you'll find this week are at the Citgo station on Church Street for $3.27.
And closer to campus, prices are tied. You can fill your tank for $3.31 at the Marathon on West Haggard and at the Kangaroo on the corner of campus. The Elon commitment and the 10-year plan goes forward to the university inside out.
One of the first major construction projects is the new Elon Town Center. The 3-story center will bring local retailers to campus and will be the new home of the campus bookstore this fall.
For the past 2 weeks of construction of the center, construction workers have been pile driving wooden beams into the ground and causing headaches for students and faculty close by. Our Elizabeth Kentliner spoke with students and faculty who are irritated with the noise.
Elizabeth Kentliner, Phoenix 14 News.
An email sent by the Provost's office says the pile driving should be completed by Sunday.
We spoke with Amy Vaughn in Res Life today, and she says no students have asked to be moved in light of the construction. The new meal plan has students considering their options, but they may not be considering the nutrition behind the food they eat.
Sophie Nielsen Colding is in Colonnades counting the calories. Sophie?
Thanks, Jasmine. Elon students have busy schedules, so sometimes good food comes low on the to-do list. I looked into how Elon students can stay healthy while staying on campus.
Would you like some brisket?
Exercise and get enough sleep. Tonight's main meal is tilapia. That's 290 calories per serving, and that also comes with a side of rice and pineapple. But you can also get a barbecue pork sandwich for 190 calories. And if you're really counting, remember that a glass of Coke is usually over 100 calories, and water has none. If you want to learn more, upstairs in Colonnades they have pamphlets teaching you more on how to eat healthy. Live in Colonnades, Sophie Nilsson Colding, back to you guys.
Imagine life without Facebook. And no, you wouldn't die. Meet the Elon student that's living it and why she's anti-social media. We'll also tell you how to use these networks to your advantage.
The sounds of Acapalooza. Find out who was a crowd pleaser next. Virginia Tech's a cappella group Juxtaposition was a crowd favorite at Acapalooza Saturday night. Sweet Signatures hosted the 9th annual show and performed a few songs themselves. 7 a cappella groups from schools in Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina, and Virginia showed off their musical talents to an enthusiastic crowd in Whitley. Elon's Ripcord and Twisted Measure were there as well.
More than 250 million people log onto Facebook every day, but there's one Elon student you won't be able to friend. Addie Haney spoke to this anti-social media student.
Addie Haney, Phoenix 14 News, tonight.
Although Wade says Facebook can be used for the job search, he recommends that it be more for personal use.
Coming up, from Elon to Afghanistan, we're introducing you to the 09 grad who's about to serve overseas. That's coming up on Phoenix 14 News.
Men's basketball coach Matt Matheny gives us his thoughts on the team heading into the upcoming Southern Conference tournament. Sports is coming up on the other side of the break. I'm Steve Roth, and that means it's time for Phoenix 14 Sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Steve. An Elon alumnus has been training for his job since 2005 when he was an Elon freshman. He trained at Elon while attending classes and spent his summers training on base.
Laura Levitt talked to this alumnus who found a job serving his country.
Being able to draw from different backgrounds to be able to...
Laura Levitt, Phoenix 14 News tonight.
That's all the time we have for this Phoenix 14 News.
Continue to follow us online for more news updates at phoenix14news.wordpress.com. I'm Jasmine Spencer.
And I'm Mallory Lane. Have a great week, Elon. And as we leave, take a listen to some of the Acapalooza from the past weekend.